Welcome back to Next Bike World, the channel where we dive deep into the latest motorcycles, their history, and the technology that makes them stand out. Today, we're looking at a bike that blends nostalgia with modern engineering, a machine that pays homage to one of Yamaha's most iconic legends from the past. That's right, we're talking about the 2025 Yamaha RX 115. Many of you already know the RX name is legendary, especially across Asia, Latin America, and parts of Africa, where the original RX 100 and RX 115 became cult classics. Riders love them for their simplicity, reliability, and that unmistakable two-stroke punch. Now, Yamaha is bringing back the RX 115 for 2025, but with a modern twist, aiming to capture the same charm in today's market. So, what makes this new Yamaha RX 115 so special? Well, first of all, Yamaha had a tough job. They had to bring back an iconic name without disappointing loyal fans. The original RX 115 was known for its lightweight frame, raw two-stroke acceleration, and simple mechanical design. In today's era, where emission standards are stricter and riders expect more technology, Yamaha had to completely rethink how to keep the RX spirit alive. The result is a bike that blends retro design cues with modern-day performance and efficiency. The first thing you notice is the design. The 2025 RX 115 isn't trying to look futuristic like many other motorcycles. Instead, it takes you back in time, with a classic round headlamp, a teardrop-shaped fuel tank, and slim side panels that pay tribute to the original model. Yamaha has included retro-inspired graphics that resemble the old-school RX decals but with a modern color palette. You can get the bike in traditional shades like candy red, black gold, and Yamaha blue, and there's even a limited edition chrome finish for those who want something truly nostalgic. The upright seating position, the flat seat, and the exposed engine give it that raw, mechanical appeal that fans of the RX series have always loved. Under the skin, though, the 2025 RX 115 is not a two-stroke. Yamaha had to move to a modern four-stroke engine to meet current emission laws. It features a 115cc, air-cooled, single-cylinder engine with fuel injection and Yamaha's Blue Core technology. This engine is tuned to deliver the same kind of zippy performance that the old RX was known for, with responsive throttle delivery and a peppy mid-range. It produces around 11 horsepower at 8,500 revolutions per minute and about 9.8 Nm of torque at 6,500 revolutions per minute. Now, on paper, these numbers might not sound earth-shattering, but remember, the bike only weighs around 108 kilograms, keeping it light and agile, just like the original. That lightweight design ensures the RX 115 still feels quick in the city, making it ideal for weaving through traffic, while also giving you a fun ride on twisty back roads. Yamaha has paid close attention to handling. The bike uses a diamond-type frame with telescopic front forks and twin rear shock absorbers. Nothing too fancy here, but it sticks to the formula of simplicity, durability, and ease of maintenance. The RX was always known as a bike that could be repaired with simple tools, and Yamaha wants to keep that spirit alive. At the same time, they've added front disc brakes for improved stopping power, while the rear uses a traditional drum brake to keep costs low and maintain the retro feel. The 17-inch wheels are fitted with tubeless tires, offering a good balance between modern safety and classic looks. Performance-wise, Yamaha has tuned this bike for both urban practicality and spirited riding. The acceleration is crisp, thanks to the lightweight chassis and responsive engine. It can do 0 to 60 km per hour in under 7 seconds, which is impressive for this segment. The top speed is around 105 km per hour, making it a solid choice for city commuting and occasional highway use. Fuel efficiency is another big highlight. With the Blue Core engine, Yamaha claims the RX 115 can deliver around 55 to 60 km per liter, depending on riding conditions. This makes it not only fun to ride but also practical for daily use. One of the unique selling points of the RX 115 has always been its character, and Yamaha tried to retain that even in a four-stroke format. The engine note is throaty, with the slightly raspy exhaust that reminds you of the old two-stroke growl, though not quite as loud or smoky. Of course, Yamaha engineers even tuned the exhaust to have a bit of that retro charm, so when you rev it, you get a satisfying sound that old-school RX fans will appreciate. Now, let's talk about the features. While Yamaha didn't load the RX 115 with high-tech gadgets, it's meant to be simple and accessible. It does have some useful modern touches. You get an analog speedometer paired with a small digital display for fuel gauge, odometer, and trip meter. There's also a gear indicator and an eco light that helps you maximize fuel efficiency. The bike comes with LED lighting for the headlamp and tail lamp, giving it better visibility and a modern touch without straying too far from its classic roots. Another cool feature is the optional USB charging port, perfect for riders who use their phones for navigation on the go. Comfort has also been improved compared to the old RX 115. The seat is more cushioned, the suspension is slightly softer, and riding ergonomics are designed to suit both short daily commutes and longer weekend rides. The pillion seat is wide enough for a passenger, and grab rails come as standard. Yamaha has made sure this bike is practical, not just nostalgic. Price is always a deciding factor, and Yamaha has been smart here. The 2025 RX 115 is positioned as an affordable retro commuter bike. Depending on the market, prices are expected to start around $1,600 to $1,800, or roughly a superscript 1.3 lakh in India and around PKR 520,000 in Pakistan. That makes it accessible for younger riders who want something stylish and fun, as well as older enthusiasts who remember the glory days of the RX series and want a piece of that history in a modern package. So who is this bike for? Well, the RX 115 is not about being the fastest or the most high-tech motorcycle in its class. It's about character, simplicity, and nostalgia. It's for riders who want a daily commuter that's lightweight, fuel-efficient, and reliable, but also has a design that turns heads and a name that sparks conversation. It's for those who miss the thrill of the two-stroke era but want something practical for today's roads. And it's also for younger riders looking for an affordable entry into motorcycling with a bike that has a strong identity. The unique selling point of the 2025 Yamaha RX 115 is definitely its blend of retro charm and modern efficiency. Unlike other commuter bikes that sometimes look too generic, this one has a story behind it. The RX badge carries decades of heritage, and Yamaha has revived it in a way that feels respectful of the past but relevant to the present. You get the style of an old-school motorcycle, the dependability of modern engineering, and the affordability that makes it a realistic choice for many riders. To wrap it up, the 2025 Yamaha RX 115 is not just a motorcycle, it's a time machine. It brings back the nostalgia of the golden RX era but updates it with the four-stroke heart, modern reliability, and everyday usability. Sure, purists might miss the raw smoke and ring-ding sound of the original two-stroke, but when you ride this new RX, you'll realize it still carries that same DNA. It's nimble, lightweight, and fun. And above all, it reminds us why the RX name became legendary in the first place. So, what do you think of the all-new Yamaha RX 115? Does it live up to the legend? Would you consider buying one as your next bike? Or do you feel Yamaha should have gone even closer to the original formula? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into Yamaha's revival of a classic, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to Next Bike World, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our future motorcycle reviews and explanations. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.